weird. Like that really sucks. That we had so many of you on at one time. Okay. Hopefully we can get some people back. Holy shit, I was really stoked for that. Helps if I don't put my finger in the paint. Let's see. I'll move this back, guys, because I think we're having some connectivity issues here today. Studio Wi-Fi. Yeah. I am here, guys. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm just making sure that everything is something. We just got hit. Weird little like outage. So I'll bring you guys over here. I have no idea what's going on. But like I'm still seeing internet connectivity. I'm going to step back over here. All right, you're connected. I don't know what's going on. Hey guys, sorry about that. I don't know if you were on a few minutes ago, had some kind of weird interruption. Just trying to get things back up and running. Hey, God, 9 of you already back on. Hell yeah. Again, I don't know if you were the ones. Hey Kari. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Bear with me right now because we were live for like maybe all of 10 minutes and then something just happened and the stream got shut down. Thank you for the little hearts. I see the likes there. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're gonna get painting shortly. We got the skateboard over there. We're gonna get up and running. We might have to be without music today because something is going on over here, and I got no clue what's happening right now. So we're gonna restart some things and hopefully get reconnected to everything. Hopefully the stream stays live. So there we go. I'm going to let that get started. We're going to bring you guys back over here to the painting. We're going to try this again. That was weird. I have no idea what happened, guys. So hopefully we're going to get some music going soon. All that stuff. I have no idea what that is. A little talky guy. Hopefully you can hear me through the live mic. So we'll be good once everything actually goes back to functioning. Hi, we got back up to 9 people. That's fantastic. Hello, everybody. We're trying to get things back up and running here. So had a weird little like interruption in service, whatever that was. The stream decided to just stop. Hello, Santiago. Welcome to the stream. Can count by tens. Fantastic. I'm doing good, Santiago. It is It's Thursday. God, couldn't think that. So I can't complain. We're in the studio, so always a good day when I can be doing some work here. So, yeah. Hi. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All my stuff is just not having fun today. Our chief, we're gonna at least get YouTube connected. Come on. Sorry about this. I'm trying to get my Castro Lab set up so I can actually look at the chat and talk with you guys. So what are we drawing today? We're working on a skateboard. I'll go back there once I get, my casting software back and reconnected because that makes my life easier. Um, just a skateboard that I decided to paint. Jackalope skull, so rabbit with the deer horns. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's part of my character series that I've been working on. So we'll get back to that shortly. Um, Once whatever my issue is with my casting software figures itself out. I'm trying to get some music playing, but again, running into issues. Rock my dog coming in with the intercept there. Fantastic. Love it. Not sure what this is, but you enjoy yourself, Kari. All right. I don't know what's going on today, so we are going to bring it back. Here, I will do my. To each their own, I guess. But yeah. Like, I want to be upset, Santiago, but it's at least engagement on my part. So, eh, like I said, I get it. It's out of hand, but it's engagement on my part, and I'm not missing anything important. Cool. All right. Thank you, Rock My Dog, for intersecting, but I have currently put them in timeout. Yeah, I have the ability to put people in timeout so they can still watch the stream. They just can't comment. So we'll see how long that lasts. We only gave him I don't know if I call it a short one, but I had the option to put him in timeout for 24 hours, but I'm like, I'm not that mean. I want you guys to listen, and if they want to back out, that's on them. So yeah, but yeah, we got that out. Like I said, something's still going on with like the computer, the music, and the screaming like the casting software, so I can't read it. So part of me, if I get super close to read the chat, because YouTube's chat is like really tiny, man. So yeah. But yeah, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Um, Feel free to ask any questions you got, whether it's in regards to like the stuff that I'm working on. Welcome back. I'm glad you could make it back. But yeah. Something happened earlier on with like the connection, no clue. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, if you got a question about what I'm working on, it's really good. Like you could become a, I mean, a professional. Like that is what I am. I mean, that is what I am actually. I do this. I actually do this professionally. This is my job. So, like I said, this is. I generally do work for galleries. I do paintings for them. I've done some graphic design too. So I've done actual like um, magazine ads. So yeah, this is legit my full time job. But I appreciate your vote of confidence that I can do this, that I can be an artist. But yeah, it's like I said, I've been doing this for like over 15 years. I think what I really I graduated college in '09. Thank you. So I don't say I was doing this professionally in '09. I'll say like maybe by like I was figuring out stuff still, like what I would like to do, what I wanted to paint, things like that. Um, it wasn't until 2013 that I was really hitting my stride making art while still like doing full time work. Um, so yeah, so like I said, I'm like 15 years professionally as an artist. Just doing this. Like I said, doing the streaming, the content creation, that's only been like in the past 2 years. I started this whole platform in 2000 or 2023, mainly just to be a platform to help out younger artists who may not know what's going on. Because let's be fair, like high school art classes, college art classes don't teach you the professional aspects of things. Like they may teach you how to be like, here's how to paint, here's how to use this, whoop, shit, use this medium. But like when it comes to like, hey, I want to be a professional artist, what does that mean? Like, how do you file taxes? How do you do all these things to get your work out there? That's something that has never been taught to me. So I've created this platform to kind of answer a lot of those questions. So again, if you have questions about what I do on a regular basis or what you guys, how you can improve, that's what I'm here for. And I'm an open book for you guys. So feel free to ask away. Like I said, drop them in the comments and I will gladly answer them. We're going to try to get the casting software to start up again. Yeah. I see that. I am here, guys. Just bear with me. We're going to see if we can connect some music again. Ugh. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I see we got 5 of you on here. Like I said, feel free to drop your comments. And as some of you have already learned, I am not shy to use the timeout button. Okay. All right. Yep. Something's going on. I might just restart the computer. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Awesome. I like all the emojis. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to restart the computer and see if that connects with anything. Because right now it's just being dumb. Restart. So yeah. Okay. Add a little bit of red and a little yellow. So hopefully everyone's morning is going good. Love it. Appreciate you throwing in the chat. That helps me out a lot, Santiago. Just lets YouTube know that people are here and to push out the content. It sucked. Right before the initial live, blacked out. I mean, I had like 15 people on at once, and that was fantastic. And now I'm like, now I got to do the work all over again. But I appreciate you being here with me. Thank you. Yeah. Honestly, it's been a crazy year because this is the first painting I've done for myself. Um, a lot of my other stuff has been for shows that I've been a part of, which is great. I love it, but it's also nice just to like do something that is I have no expectations for, just the act of creating. Yeah. So like I said, I am a professional artist. I've been doing this for over 15 years. I did like a charitable event where one piece was like a donation. I did one show that two pieces for a show out in New Mexico at a gallery called Stranger Factory. And then I just did two pieces, one for this month, October, and one for 2 months ago. Or was that last month too? Shit. It might have been August. I forget. Might have been August or September that I did for two shows at the same gallery here in Philly, Arch Enemy Arts. So yeah, this is just like the first piece this year that I'm just doing for the fun of it, because I think that's a really important part of being an artist is like you got to have fun with this. Like if you're not having fun as an artist, it's like what's the point? Like it goes back to that like hey, do what you love kind of things, like do what you love and you won't work a day in your life bullshit, but it's like it's kind of fucking true. So we go with that kind of stuff, and that's why we're working on here. Sorry, just restarted the computer, guys. So hopefully I can get music playing and get my chat cast back up and running, but I also need to so badly upgrade my rig. Let's bring it back here. I don't like stepping out of frame too much, but especially when I'm still trying to build up like YouTube here. I do a lot of streaming as well on TikTok. And why can't I think the other one? Twitch. So if you have those platforms, you know, link in my bio has links to all my socials. Go feel free to follow me elsewhere. Follow me here too, so you can be notified when I go live and when I post videos. But it's all important, and I appreciate you guys just being here. Great. Go find me over on TikTok too. Like I said, Philly Art Dad over there as well. I do tend to stream a lot more regularly over on TikTok too. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday over there just because I have a lot larger of a following currently over there. I currently have a following of almost 2,000 people. Or actually, we're working on getting 2,000 by the end of the year over on TikTok. I am very close to breaking that 500 mark over here on YouTube, which is awesome. The only thing I need now after I get to 500 followers is I need like, God, they want like a million shorts views. Hey, Micah, howdy to you as well. But yeah, YouTube really wants me to get like as someone who only has just shy well only will have 500 followers to have a million shorts views, and it's like cool. I just need you to push my videos out more, YouTube. You gotta, if you want me to do this, you gotta give me the support too. And such is the life of fucking social media. It's insane. Oh, Shay, welcome. How you doing, Shay? Santiago Shay is one of my regular supporters over on TikTok as well. So she can absolutely, she is a regular. And we're going to hopefully get, I just restarted the computer. Hey, we got 6 of you now. Shay, did you bring the party or guess what? What the hell? Let me just get some things back up and running over here. Restore previous session, minimize that, and try again to get my chat cast up and running. Yeah, Shay, so happy to have you. Parties are, yeah, okay, yeah, the party of you. Fantastic. Hey, I appreciate it. So, yeah, happy to have you on one of my other platforms for a change, Shay. Just bear with me as I get things reset up. And we'll see how it goes today. We had a really weird hiccup earlier where I was streaming and then 10 minutes into it, just YouTube decided that, nope, I'm not going to let you stream anymore. Hey, Old Home Craftworks, good morning. We got, now everybody's coming over. So happy to see you. I know you just saw the message earlier, Old Home. I'm going to be working on all that too, so we can get that working. But happy to have you here over on YouTube. Like I think goes without saying, make sure to follow or sub. It's sub over here. Every god, this is the one thing I've had to learn with social media, that every single platform can, like, you have all these different platforms and nobody can agree on one single term to use. And came out fantastic. I love to hear it, Old Home. But yeah, and none of these platforms can agree on what is the generalized term to be used for someone who is subscribed slash follow. Because here it's subscribed, YouTube it's follow, Twitch it's follow, and then if you want to pay for a subscription, it's subscribe. It's a whole damn thing, and it's annoying as hell. But I'm getting used to it. Honestly, the goal is once I upgrade the rig, it's just going to be multi-streaming all day, every day, or at least in the morning, every day of the week. That's the goal. That way, instead of doing this like, hey, I'm going to do one platform at a time, I can talk to everybody at once. And that's the dream. I just need money to upgrade a computer because that's fucking expensive. Thank you for all the likes. I see them coming in. That is fantastic. And this is another thing. I see all the little hearts down here in the little corner like that, and that's fantastic. And I see like just 2 single thumbs up. And I have no idea what the difference is. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And I know it's quiet right now. The computer is just restarting. We're going to hopefully get some more music playing. Though I apparently got to be careful. YouTube hit me with like, hey, the last time I went live and the VOD was like, hey, so this is going to be blocked in some areas because of the music that was playing in the background. But we got the lav on today at least, so hopefully that will, once the music does kick back in, that'll limit the amount of music coming in from that. So yeah, but otherwise we're cracking along with this. It's looking good. And I keep, there it is. All right, we got one program. We got two programs actually finally loading in, so we'll see what we got. I got a bunch of kids doing art today at work, and I'm going to use your stuff to give them some multimedia art examples. They're going to love it. Hell yeah. No, you go to, like I said, my website has like the best photos. I do actually need to update it because I just got the nice photos from Arch Enemy for my piece for their Celestial show, Void Sermon. So I got to get that uploaded there. So do the clerical stuff of updating the why can't I think of it? The website for that. I am also excited, completely unrelated. God, Caster Labs, you bitch. I think I showed off the advent calendar. So we got the blue. Shay, I know we were talking about this too. Got the blue on there on the drawers. That's looking so good. Welcome back, Santiago. Come on, almost there, almost there. No, no, come on. And we're gonna stain the entire thing. Thank you, Shay. I got this nice satin weathered gray stain, Old Homes. Um, I did not make it. I bought the advent calendar, and I am going to be painting it for my kid. It's literally the only commission I am doing this year, and the commission came from my wife. So that's it. Mainly because like I forget how if I have told the story here on YouTube, but mainly the story goes, my dad got my wife and I. Granted, we were I think still dating at the time, but we were like, yeah, we're gonna eventually get married. It's just we got to find the right time. Um, um, got us a very nice wooden advent calendar because that's something that my wife really wanted as like a family tradition going forward, and it's something we liked it that way because then we could fill the advent calendar with stuff that we want, which was really important. Instead of just getting those pre-made advent calendars, we could go to like um, local chocolate shops, get some truffles, things like that, and really personalize it to each other. Well, when my kid turned 2, my mom got him like a little stocking one that you can probably pick up like Target for an advent calendar, and he liked it. Couldn't fit much, but he really liked mommy and daddy's advent calendar. So this year, the wife and I decided that we're going to get him an actual wooden one, and to really make it personable instead of like just buying a finished one. I bought a blank one. It was on Amazon. It was like 40 or 50 bucks, pre-made like that. But I would do the actual process of decorating it. So we're doing like classy blue and silver. So I got the blue on all the drawers. I'm hopefully gonna find some number stencils in a nice serif font to help with the actual numbering of each drawer. And like I said, I got a nice weathered gray stain for the main box. So it has this nice silver and blue uh, thing going on. So that's the idea. That's what we're working on. I might be working on that in one live. Also love weathered gray stain. Make mine with the steel wool. Yeah, I just went to Home Depot. I got the Bear Premium because it was the cheapest and the smallest. Like I don't need a lot of stain, but it's nice to have every now and then because I do have these really. Let me see if I can find one of my small ones. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just off to the side here at my panel storage. Where are the tiny ones? I know I have a bunch of them. We'll just grab a big one because they're right here. So I got these custom panels. I got about like 20 of these custom panels made up from a local. Yeah, I know it will. From like a local CNC shop. Again, I did not make these, but I make sure to go to local places when I can. So this is from CNC Philly. They made me like 20 of these like cathedral style panels with this cutout and the overall shape. I'll pull it back here. And what I like to do is for like the border, because I have this recess that carved in to make it look like a faux frame. Um, I like to stain the outer frame portion to give it a nice finish to it. Probably going to do one of those for a piece I have planned for a Witcher themed piece. On Santiago, I just saw. Thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Thank you so much. So that's fantastic. But yeah, so I got plans, I got things. But yeah, I agree. That little jar is gonna last forever. I've got my little sponge, kind of like terry cloth applicators. Um, so we should be good to go with that then. But yeah, I don't know what's going on today, guys. This is restart. Let's something is going on. And I just don't know. Oh my god. Things are just happening. But yeah, like I said, I do have another jar of. Grant, this is that's poly. I have another jar somewhere of some of a nice. Um, I'm not gonna call it cherry, but like a nice dark brown as well. That is some floating around somewhere in the studio. I do need to honestly do some cleaning. I did a little bit of desk cleaning earlier just so I could actually work because from doing all these like daily streams, there'll be times when I run off, grab something, bring it back, and then I just end up putting it down. So I had to clear some of that off today. So I actually had room to work. Yeah. And hopefully everyone's day is going good. I see the stream number, like viewer going in and out of one, but hopefully everyone is having a good Thursday. Come on, you're gonna let me exit. Come on, connect. We are having all sorts of issues. It's gonna be a quiet stream, but I love it. Hello, welcome everybody. Like I said, if you like what you see, if you like the art, or you just like the vibes, feel free to drop me a sub. I would be super grateful of your patronage. Trying to get to that 500 mark here on YouTube. Got to head to work, but hope you have a wonderful day. Hey, you two old homes, like I said, I will be sending you an email maybe tonight. That is my goal. If not, early next week. There's just a lot of irons in the fire. And thank you. That's awesome to hear that you'll be using some of my work for like that multimedia example. So that's super cool to hear, and I love that that is a thing. Like actually, my high school, my old elementary school teacher teaches high school art now does that with uses my stuff as an example in her art classes, which is always great to hear. But you have a good day as well, old home, and I will be in touch. So have a good day. Hello, hey everybody, welcome, welcome. I'm just not gonna worry about it today. So, honestly, sometimes it's just better to not fight the technology and just let it do its own weird thing. Yeah, I can always take time to figure out the technology after the stream. Like, it sucks that I don't have the stuff that I'm currently relying on, but hey, it is what it is. Now it's just taunting me. Yeah, like I said, if you guys got questions, drop them in the chat. I'd be more than happy to talk. I did post a question in today's video that has just was posted earlier this morning at around 10, talking about digital art versus traditional art, and not like we're trying to compare like this is like one is better than the other. But honestly, I think the major question, especially when it comes to digital versus traditional, is digital art still undervalued when compared to traditional art? Because like there's always been this kind of like, I feel from like more of like the art world old guard that is very, what's the best word, gatekeepy about it, and they don't like to include digital art in the art world conversation. But I'm sorry, I think digital art is definitely a valid art form. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a new medium for creating. And I say this obviously knowing that digital art has been around for years now. I'm making it sound like it's this brand new thing, um, but it's not. AI art is people stealing other people's shit. But yeah. But with that being said, I definitely think there is still this kind of, what is it, mentality that yeah, digital art is not as good. It doesn't take as much skill when it clearly does. I know for myself, I couldn't do half of it. Yeah, there's a stigma to it. 100%. Thank you, Shay. Also, I realize you said you watch this on the when I'm on YouTube, you can watch it on the big screen, and that's super cool. But yeah, there's this stigma still about it. And I think that's part of the problem. But like, I know for myself, like, I tried it. I tried drawing on a tablet, and I could not like. It just. I'm sure if I put a little more effort and tried a little harder, I could get an actual like really work it out. I just write. It just feels like, in the grand scheme of things, of like what I want to put my focus into, is like, do I want to put um more of like my artistic focus into this versus, really coming in and refining my current work, or like refining my current videos for everything. So that's kind of where I'm at, and where I feel like, for myself personally, um there's just that aspect of it. But yeah, like, so much appreciation for people who can do digital art because, like I said, not my strong suit. So I am from Philly. Kai does things, hence the name Philly Art Dad. To be fair, there was a hot moment where after I made the Philly Art Dad platform, my wife was looking at a job in Maryland, and I'm like, do I keep Philly Art Dad as the name because like that's where I originally started like being an artist full time, and like I will always be a Philly guy. Like I'm always gonna root for my hometown teams. I lived in Narberth. That's awesome. So you're not like Narberth is. Oh my God, what am I thinking? Is it Monk? Like which county? Because I know it's one of like the surrounding like neighboring ish counties. But that's super cool, Kai. I'm assuming you don't live in the area anymore, which no problem. Yeah. No, like I said, my studio here is like you are currently in my studio in the Northeast. Yeah, I'd have some music playing, but it's just computers being dumb. So I apologize that this is kind of a bit more of a quieter stream than I planned on, guys. It's just technology's being dumb and preventing me from doing this. That is good to hear. I'm glad you can hear me. Sorry, I realize you can hear my voice. I originally had some music playing as well, Kai. But again, that's it. I'm glad you can because like I said, I actually switched to the lav mic today. I've been doing it with just the mic on the phone recently, but hopefully the audio quality is better because of this thing. Yeah. It's looking good. I'm so stoked with how that's looking. Gotta shade that. Yeah, it's also just weird for me because, like I said, I like having music on while I'm working. So having this weird silence in the background is not fun for me either. But we're making it work. And we're getting these antlers rocking here. So yeah. Also, feel free to share what you guys are working on too in the comments. I love to hear what everybody works things. Obviously, Kai, by your name, you do things. What are things you do? Are you doing one right now as you are hanging out with all of us? I'm working on cuddling. Working on Cute baby, but I was working on painting a wood burning. I did briefly see that you were live on TikTok earlier, Shay. Like I was currently in the midst of like, okay, let me clean my desk, get today's video posted, get everything set up on my end here on YouTube as well. Otherwise, I would have popped in and said hi. But that's good. And it's great that it's coming together. And that is cool with the wood burning. I have not. The only wood burning I do is I have a brand that I pop on the back of all of my paintings when they're done. Though I do want to get a new brand because like my current brand is my old logo before I started Philly Art Dad, and I really want to get one of the Liberty Bell icon that I created. So I think that's going to be something. Again, one of those things that I need to work on and get it done because I would love to get this guy and start the year of 2026 with the brand new identity carrying me forward. So that's something, again, things I will be working on tonight when I'm not painting here with you guys. But yeah, right now we're enjoying the process, enjoying the state where we're working, really cracking down on these antlers. So yeah, they're really cool. I can send you a link. It's a guy on Etsy that I found. Let me grab it. I don't know why. I just actually no, I know exactly why. My friends Paul Romano and Darla Jackson, they had like embossers and that. So I gotta clean this guy out. There's some actual like carbon still in there. So this is my old logo and my brand. So you guys actually I think are seeing it the right way. So just MW, just my initials for that. I had the like I said, I had like the little stitch line with the scissors because obviously all my work is embroidered, and I do like this. Do not get me wrong. I'm proud of this logo. I'm happy to have it, but I really like the Liberty Bell logo I created for the Philly Art Dad platform, and I think that's gonna just be like I'm just gonna make Philly Art Dad and my personal brand kind of this in cohesive brand now, so it'll carry both because that's kind of where we're at right now. So I want to get an updated one with the Liberty Bell icon. And I don't know, this is just really cool to have this like mark on the back. Like you can have a signature, that's cool. I don't know, this just kind of elevates it for me. I do also, is this it? Yeah, let me see if I can grab this. I need to get this upgrade too for when I do prints. I did pick up an embosser. Ow. I'm hurt myself here. But did pick up an embosser with that same logo. I don't know what's the best side. You can kind of see it in there for when I do print, so I can have a nice little like textural mark. But again, I think I want to update it to the Liberty Bell icon because that feels more indicative of where I am now. So everything is just falling over. So I think that's what's going to happen. And luckily, while those things do still cost money, they're nowhere near as expensive as a new computer. Excuse me. Yeah. Like I said, we're cracking away at this. Like I forget. I don't remember Shay. Also, I don't remember seeing you yesterday on the stream over on TikTok. You're normally right there from the beginning, but unless I just missed you, and I apologize if I did. I know that happens sometimes, but yeah, we've definitely been cracking away at this guy. I got the crystals lined out here, erupting from the ground, which I'm excited to get working on. I think we finally figured out where the robes are, that they're not too overly complicated. So I'm stoked. Like it's going. It's slow, but it's still going. But like I said, this piece is not about um, getting it done super quick. It's just about enjoying the process. I think that is just as important some days than the final piece, is just enjoying what you are actively working on. Hey Jack, welcome. Absolutely agree. Yeah. So yeah, we are cracking away, ever onward, ever upward. Bonus points if you know where that line's from. Like, it is absolutely one of my favorite. That might be why the studio Wi-Fi is having some trouble connecting. So that's my. What am I painting? It's a skateboard. First off, that's the surface. It's just one of my characters I've been working on. I've been really on this kick of like making these skull-headed characters. This one is a jackalope, so a rabbit with deer antlers. Like one of my favorite like little mini cryptids. Yeah, just a piece that I've kind of like had in my mind, had in my sketchbook. So I wanted to just commit it to surface. And I had this idea of just doing a skateboard, and it felt perfect for it. So we're committed to it. And to answer the, I think, obvious question, no, I do not skateboard. Thank you. Thank you for your compliments. Yeah, I do not skateboard. Trying to learn. I have like a cruiser, like a longboard over in the corner there that I'm learning on, but I am not good. I decided that, yeah, while I'm in my late 30s, I want to learn how to skateboard. That's a smart thing to do. But hey, sometimes you just got to do things to try. I think that's something that can be said about like not only art and creativity, but just again about life too. Like sometimes you just got to do the thing, and that's okay. Like better to do it and fail, instead of than not do it and just be like, okay, well I coulda. Like so, yeah, just do the thing. That's the important takeaway. Yeah. Thank you for the comments. Always appreciated. I am a sucker for compliments. Yeah. Like right now, it's just about establishing tones and texture on these antlers, which I think we're doing good. They're looking fantastic on my end. Hopefully, they're looking pretty decent from where you guys are sitting too. I tend to draw ancient Egyptian gods and modify them slightly to be in a cartoonish style. I do this. Yeah, and that's actually really cool. Like, and I feel like that's another really easy way. Actually, like weirdly enough, like not an Egyptian god, but for a piece I did right before this, like you can probably see parts of it in my videos on my channel. I did a like very Cthulhu-esque character for a celestial themed show, and I'm like, I really like leaned into the cultist vibes, like some cool shit that I was able to actually create. So I absolutely understand. That's really cool, Jack. So keep that up. That's awesome. Um, maybe also like to challenge yourself, like go to keep going with the Egypt thing, but like try some other pantheons too. Like you never know like the inspiration you can get. But I do feel like Greek and Roman gods are like the ones that people do a lot of. Egyptians like a fairly close second or third to those two, depending on if you like put the Greek and Roman for a tie. But like check some other ones out. Like I know the Norse pantheon is like that's kind of like a lot of people know a lot of them thanks to Marvel and all that. But the Celtic pantheon is some really interesting stuff there. Even like Native American indigenous pantheons of these like god-like beings. So like I think that would be very cool, Jack, to help if you ever need something to like, man, I'm feeling stuck in a rut. Let me try this out. So that's cool though. Keep it up and keep rocking that. I love to hear. Always love hearing what everybody is working on. I'm gonna get a book on the Irish people's religion and myths. Sounds like that. That is cool. I think no, like Neil Gaiman did a book called Norse mythology. I thought he did one on Celtic mythology too. I know there's books on Celtic mythology, but that's still cool as hell, man. I know the main one is like the main Celtic deities. Obviously, there's like I can't think of his actual name, but like the Green Man is a big one. There's Cernunnos is another. I think that's more of like a deer-headed uh, entity, but there's some cool stuff in there that I think could be, like I said, if you need a different take on things, like so much you can open up with that. Honestly, I never actually really with this. I'm at least not yet. I have not gone down the route of doing other gods and religions. Like I kind of just really enjoy at this moment just doing my own thing. Like I'm not gonna write off like I will never do gods and religions, and then it's like no, I just haven't found the need to do it yet. But yeah, like all that history there, I think is very cool to pull from. I have a full blown mug, but that doesn't mean I can't. I get it, man. Honestly, this came out of just the little top knot thing came out of just a necessity because I used to have like a very like short like crop sides, like not I wouldn't call it short, but I had like the nice comb back and everything, keep a nice close crop, and then like COVID hit and I couldn't go out to get my regular haircut that I normally do. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm letting the top grow out because I have clippers and I can always trim the sides. I actually just trimmed it up this morning. But I can trim the sides and just tie the rest back, and it's kind of just been my standard go-to now. Like I'd feel weird cutting it like any shorter, but thank you. Like I said, we might eventually do that, like get it cut again. I don't know. I've been living with this hairstyle now for God about 5 years now, so it's like it doesn't feel right to cut it. I don't know. Maybe the wife will convince me otherwise, but for now we're sticking with this. Do some purples. Honestly, here's a tip for you guys if you need something. Whenever you're working on like a piece and you need like what you want that kind of cohesive palette, but like sometimes you can't dictate that. Like I'm painting bone and I want that to be bone colored, or like with the antlers, they're very definitively a tan color. Um, Glaze in some colors. Like I'm using some of my purples and reds right now to get some honest, like just nice undertones to this honestly bland tan bone color. And it's just a way to actually like really get a pop of color in there where you wouldn't normally get that. Like one of the things I love doing is getting a pop of teal in my highlights and then painting over them. So you have this teal coming through in just a little bit uh, to help get the effect. So yeah, it's also I feel like a good part of underpainting. Always underpaint with like some really off the wall colors sometimes. Surprisingly, stuff that's really like, oh no, I've heard of Lackadaisy. Absolutely. I love that. I also saw that Glitch actually brought them on. So they're gonna help with the funding of that and make that show. I saw the pilot episode. Uh Amazing stuff. I love that the animation community is really taking a hold of what YouTube can do for them and really making a statement there and using YouTube as this jumping off point. I know like Has Been a Hotel and Hell of a Boss, they got on to like Prime now, and that's great for them. But like what Glitch has been doing, like I was not a fan of Murder Bots. Like it's okay. I saw the pilot for Knights of Guinevere, love that. Wasn't a huge fan of Amazing Digital Circus, but in the more recent episodes, I was told I should keep watching it, and I'm glad I did because Amazing Digital Circus has been getting some crazy shit, and I love that. But yeah, I did see also Lackadaisy is now part of that Glitch team, so they're going to be really working on that. I also do have like a soft spot for the 2D animation versus like the more 3D animation style that like Digital Circus and Murder Bots with Glitch has done. So some absolutely amazing stuff. Yeah, I do love checking out like a bunch of like indie animations on YouTube when I can. Like one I saw recently on Rebel Taxi's channel, Loki IRL. Not bad. I can dig it. Um, Traditionally 2D animated, so that was super cool. Um, so that was a blast. That was a fun watch. Like a nice 30-minute episode. Um, excuse me. Also, Speedaroo doing Punch Punch Forever. Love that. So yeah, indie animation here on YouTube has been honestly pretty amazing, and I'm always blown away by what people are kicking out. Also, I'm still trying to figure out something right up here between the antlers. I have no idea what I want that to be yet. Like, I feel like I just did a piece for a Celestial show and I did like a black hole. That could be cool, but I don't want to just keep leaning into the same kind of like iconography I've been doing. But maybe some kind of like I don't know. I was gonna say gate, but this is meant to be like some kind of portal. This sword is going to gain a lot of popularity, and then it's going to fall back again once the big animation studios realize where they've been failing. Ah yeah, because like I feel like what's gonna happen is it's definitely gonna come in waves, and that's I feel how animation is going. Like I do love like not only indie animation, but like I love Invincible over on Amazon Prime. I also love what Critical Role has been doing with Legend of Vox Machina and like the upcoming Mighty Nine animated series. Like I love me my nerdy shit, so always always dig that. But yeah, I do think yeah, like so like using Glitch as an example, I think what's going to happen is we're going to see like this boom with them, especially make a gem and have it like radio. I'll take a look at that because like I said, I do have. It's hard to see. They're only sketching. I do have crystals down here because this piece is based off of the song "The Crystal Sword" by Aesop Rock. But yeah, must away friend. You too, Shay. Thanks for hanging on and thanks for finding me over here. So you have a nice day. I'll be over on. I'll be live on TikTok tomorrow. So we'll see you there. Um, then. So take care and enjoy the baby snugs, all that fun stuff. Uh, but yeah. Um, but yeah, using glitch, like I feel like they're going to get to a point, especially with their newest pilot, Knights of Guinevere, having Dana Terrace headline that. Like that's huge, especially after like as much as Disney really fucked them over with Owl House. Like Dana Terrace is a fantastic um showrunner. Like what she did with the Owl House, like still one of my favorite animated series. Like the storytelling they did in that was amazing. So I feel like they're going to just keep getting better and better and better. And they're going to start getting out of the YouTube sphere and into the more, hopefully back into more of the spotlight again. Um, but yeah, what's going to happen is those are going to get big, and then it's going to be like, okay, we need to reinvent some way. I need a petition to bring back the Owl House. I've never really watched it, but my friends are so mad. I definitely I do recommend watching it. Like it also like the last season, like 3 hour long episodes, they were like, fuck the budget. Let's just put all of our effort in. Like some of the scenes, some of the work they did, absolutely amazing. Like it starts off very much like, okay, cool. It's like it's a Disney animated series. It's not like a kids show. Like there's definitely some adult themes, but it's definitely a little goofier. But definitely as like the second season and then the final season, there's some like really dark themes. Obviously, Disney was like, "Whoa, girls kissing girls, can't have that. Can't have representation in the shows." But it sucks. It was a good show. Like I will say, they did wrap it up nicely, or as nice as they could. So I don't know what it's hard. Like I don't know. They could obviously tell stories like there was a time jump at the end. They could tell like what happened between the time jump. But like I said, it's one of those things where it's like, do you want to? I would not want like if the creator, if Dana Terrace has more stories to tell in that universe, absolutely bring it back. Maybe Glitch will be like, hey, we're gonna do this. But to be fair, I still think obviously Owl House is still streaming on Disney, so I think it's that's going to be hard. That's going to be a hard sell to bring that back. Um, just with Disney being the giant that it is. But yeah, I do like the idea, like you said, maybe a gem. I don't know. I like the idea of something mystical, like the album that this piece, like the song that this piece takes inspiration from, is called Spirit World Field Guide. So I like the idea of something a little more mystical. Um, so that might be the way to go. But it's not something I need to make a decision on right this instant, luckily. I got time. We should honestly bring back more storytelling and stop yeah. Honestly, I'm still waiting on the Darkwing Duck reboot from Disney because like I actually watched the DuckTales reboot. Me and my wife watched that. I think there's like 2 or 3 seasons of that. Awesome show. Absolutely love what they did with that. Bringing David Tennant in to voice Scrooge McDuck, the whole thing. And then all the little callbacks to the other like early 90s Disney shows, like with Tails, there's like references to Tailspin. Um, what else? Chippendale Rescue Rangers. So like my elder millennial heart was absolutely in love. And then they did a whole mini series or like episodes specifically focusing on Darkwing Duck. Like they were setting up a spin-off show and they still haven't fucking delivered, and I'm still waiting on my updated Darkwing Duck show. Like I need it so much. But just not delivering it right now. Not a priority, I guess. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm not the one who makes the decisions. Like if I did, I'd have my way, but that's not how it works, sadly. I think we're gonna stop there on that. Just to step back away because I feel like starting to add too much to the antlers that I think I just need to let them exist and not go too crazy with them. Obviously, I got the other set of antlers too, but we'll see. It's good. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. I'm just gonna hit the little nubbins down here. Okay. Just notifications and comments in other apps. So we'll look at them after the stream is over. And yeah, I know I said I was gonna stop, but I'm like, let me add some like rim highlights to the exterior of these guys. There we go. I'm happy. Busy Pop. I don't even know if I spelled her name right, but she definitely does not censor anything. It's just the raw emotion. Yeah, no, I know the season 2 of Has Been Hotels coming out. I did watch the first one. I dug it. Um, it was a good series. I'm gonna probably watch the second one. And I agree. Like, there's nothing held back on Vivzy Pop stuff. I know, wasn't she like in some kind of like, I don't want to say trouble, but like she got her, she did something, and like the fan base was not a fan of. I don't know. I don't follow a lot of stuff too terribly closely when it comes to a lot of that drama. But I could be thinking of nothing, so who knows? Hell yeah. Let's get some white. Yeah. I do. I think it's Viv Z. So VIVZIE pop. I think. I am not here to say that I am an expert in that stuff. Okay. It's an interesting style. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I love the storytelling. The animation work, like, oh, the action shots are great. I don't know if I would say like Vivzi's style is my absolute favorite animation style. It's good. It's absolutely good. No shade there. But like I'm also a sucker for like some more like the classic styles. Like again, Dana Terrace's art style, like with what she's doing did with Owl House and what she's doing with Knights of Guinevere. Love that. Chef's kiss. Absolutely love that stuff. Um, what else was there? Like I said, DuckTales over on Disney Plus. That was so good. Like they kept the soul of DuckTales, but they updated a lot of stuff that was again. They updated the animation style, and I'm like, I like this. I'm here for it. But it still felt classic, like what I'm used to growing up. What else is some other new ones? Mm, okay, just an email. Um, yeah, like I said, Dana Terrace is like currently my favorite top tier, like current um, showrunner anime. I don't know if she does the animations, um, but it's so good. It is amazing. Um, what else was there animation wise? Like you said, Lackadaisy. That again, some very classic animation styles while still feeling new and fresh. Um, yeah, God damn it! I got too much of it choke up on there. I'm fucking up the bristles. Ah, what time is it actually? 11. Oh shit! It's almost lunchtime. Going so well. I'm here and it's almost lunch. God damn. Ah, honestly, we've been going for over an hour now. That's awesome. Uh, where are we at? All right. I just want to draw Ra, the Egyptian god, but I can't remember what they look like. If I remember correctly, Ra is the sun god, and I want to say it's a falcon head. Damn it. Let me double check. This is why we got technology on hand. Ra. We'll see if, because yeah, the internet's been funky today. Come on, do your thing. Yeah, I know Anubis is the jackal, god of death. Bast is a cat head. I fucking played Assassin's Creed Origins. Like I know most of these. Sobek is the crocodile. Um, yeah, there's a lot. I know there's a hippo. I mainly know that from Moon Knight. Also underrated Marvel show that I feel should get more love was Moon Knight. But yeah, I'm pretty almost positive that Ra is the falcon-headed god in Egyptian mythology. So hopefully that helps them. But again, that's what the internet's for. So definitely get some reference. I was going to try to search and confirm my thoughts there, but I think we're going to end the stream there right now, Jack, and anyone else who is watching. Sorry if you're just hopping on now. But yeah, it is lunchtime. I got to grab some lunch and I got to do some other shit around the house and in the studio and actually make sure I take care. Like I said, that's the other side of the art world is it's not just painting, it's a bunch of clerical bullshit as well. But thank you all for Thank you all for being on here. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the subs. If you have done that, very much appreciated. Jack, take care. I like I said, I do YouTube streaming every Thursday, Twitch every Tuesday, and TikTok I do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So make sure to follow me on all my platforms. Link is in my bio if you want to check me out elsewhere. But take care, Jack. Have a good rest of the morning, good afternoon. It's almost the weekend. Take care. Stay weird. Later.